Welcome to the Kick-Ass Talks podcast. I'm your host, business and marketing mentor, Paula Hemmings. Each week, we bring to you a business or marketing strategy that you can implement into your business or an inspirational message that will help you to move forward and kick ass in life and business. So thank you so much for joining me. So in today's session, we're going to be looking at 5 marketing strategies that every micro business should be using. And what's great about these strategies is that a lot of them are either very inexpensive or they are free to use. So the first strategy that I'm going to tell you about is networking. So networking is great because it helps you to build up relationships with potential clients or potential business partners. You can build new friendships because it's great in entrepreneurship or in your business to have people who are in the same type of boat as you, that get the whole entrepreneurial lifestyle and the highs and the lows that can come along with being an entrepreneur. Networking also helps you to become known in your industry. Now, with networking, it's important to know that you need to be in it for the long haul. It's a marathon and not a sprint. And if you keep going month after month to the same networking events, you will then become known as that go-to person. They'll be like, oh, yes, Paula who does the marketing. Yeah, she's normally here every month. Just you be that person. That's the person you need to be at the networking events. Networking events are great because of the face-to-face aspect of marketing. Yes, a lot of marketing these days is done online, which is great because it's a great way to leverage your time, but nothing can beat getting to know somebody face to face. Yes, we might not be able to do it at the same rate as we can do it online, but it's still great to be able to have that person to person contact and that human interaction. So networking is one that I definitely recommend. There is a bit of a skill to networking, but you get better and better at networking by showing up each month and just going with the attitude of being able to give lots of value to your potential audience. Now, a top tip that I'd recommend for you when going to your networking event is to make sure that your target audience are actually going to be hanging out there. There's no point in going to a networking event that's going to be full of plumbers if you work with, I don't know, nail salons, for example. Totally random example, but I think you get my point. Strategy number 2 is email marketing. Now, email marketing is something that I have definitely utilized for a number of years in my business. And one of the great things about email marketing is that it is free or very inexpensive to use. When you're starting off, you can start off with a service like Aweber, GoDaddy, MadMimi, Constant Contact. They're very easy to use and it's a great way to leverage your time. So like with networking, where you can only speak to one person at a time, with email marketing you can often speak to hundreds or thousands depending on how many people you have on your mailing lists. Now, one of the great aspects of emailing is the fact that you get to have that one-to-one time with your reader. On Facebook or on social media, we're grabbing for attention left, right, and centre. There's so much noise out there. Once you're in that person's inbox and they've opened up your email, the conversation is just between you and them, which is fantastic. And again, with the emails, give lots of value, give tips, give hints. Just show up on a regular basis, be consistent with them, do your emails either weekly, fortnightly. I mean, some people even do daily. That's a little bit much for me personally, but it's whatever works for your audience, and each business is very different. So just go with what works best for you and your business. Now, strategy number 3 is to have a website. Now, every business these days should have a website. And what's great about the website is that it's the storefront to your business. It's your little shop front. It lets people come in and have a little look around at what it is that you actually have to offer. Your website is great because your website could be working for you whilst you sleep or whilst you're at networking, whilst you're out running other aspects of your business. Your website can be there in the background, generating sales for you. So you definitely should have a website that is representative of you and your brand and should be updated on a regular basis. So, and then we move over to strategy number 5, which is social media. And one of the great things about social media that it is totally free of charge for you to use, apart from when you start getting into using advertisements. Now, with social media, make sure you are where your target audience are hanging out again, and you can really become to be seen as an authority in your field, because of if you are a person who gives lots of value consistently on social media. So show up, think about how you can be helping your target audience, what value you can be giving. But before you do all of that, remember to think, where are my target audience actually hanging out? If you are going for the younger market, they would probably be more likely to be on Instagram and Snapchat than they would be on Twitter or LinkedIn, for example. If you're going for the corporate market, then you'll probably find them on LinkedIn. So look at where your target audience are hanging out. And then my final strategy is blogging. So blogging, again, it's a great, I'd say, it can be free or inexpensive to use depending on the platform, or if you're going to get into buying domains and that sort of stuff. But either way, blogging is not a very expensive strategy to use. It's one that definitely needs to be done on a regular basis, but it's a great relationship builder for you. It's a great way for you to engage in content marketing, and you also get to build up and that authority again in your industry. So what is it that you know that other people would like to know? What can you help your target audience with, and can you write a blog about it on a regular basis? It's a great way to build up a loyal following of potential future customers. So just to recap over those 5 strategies, we started off with networking, there's email marketing, your website, social media, and finally blogging. Which one of these are you currently using in your business? Now, you should definitely be using all 5, but definitely if you've not started any of these, implement them one at a time, so you can do that simultaneous marketing where you can be marketing in different places all at the same time and get your voice out there as authority, as that go-to person in your industry. So that's my 5 points for today. I hope that's been useful to you. If you've not joined onto the waiting list for the launch of the Kick-Ass Entrepreneurs Club, please do see the notes for the link for you to join. That will be in the description. There's going to be loads of launch bonuses, and if you like marketing tips like this, as well as fun strategies, could benefit from having an accountability buddy, unlimited email support from me, your business and marketing mentor, and loads of other fun things, do check out that link in the description. The relaunch is happening next week, which falls on I believe the 11th of March. If not, it'll be very soon, near to that date. So check that out. Do check the link. If you don't manage to check the link in the description, do check out kaentrepreneurs.co.uk. And I look forward to seeing you on the launch. And if not, I'll see you next week in the next podcast.